We're going 0 to 60 with Fantasia, so let's get crackin'. Hey, my explorers, and welcome back to Loren's Adventures Out There. And if you are new, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. My name is Loren, and I'm with Castlescapes and Clones, where we discuss everything in the Disney universe. We do unboxings and hauls, pins, box swaps, Disney news, Disney reviews, and more. So if that sounds interesting to you, we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel, hit that bell for notifications, and do like this post. It really does help your favorite content creators know that you appreciate them, and we in turn appreciate that. As you know, I've started a project called 0 to 60, which looks at all of the animated films from Walt Disney Animated Studios. So from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs to the recent film Encanto. All 60 films. So we've already looked at Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and Pinocchio, and I've started a playlist here. Today we are looking at the film Fantasia, which also came out in 1940. Fantasia was a different film. It wasn't a narrative film like Snow White and Pinocchio. This is kind of a precursor to MTV when it used to play music videos. Back in this time, this is before really television and before YouTube and the internet, where people had easy access to things like the theater and to the orchestra. This was a way in which people could enjoy classical music through film. Back in this time period, they had films where people would pop in with orchestral pieces, with opera, with fashion shows. So there were different... This film wasn't as different as people think that it is during this day, where we think, why would we have a film with all of this classical music? It was just an access point for people to have. And that's what happened throughout the 1940s, where there were different package films where it wasn't a straight narrative. So this was a package film that featured 8 different segments. So the first segment was Takata and Fugue in D minor by Bach. And this was where they had a lot of experimental animation through shapes and images. And then next up we had the Nutcracker Suite, which was by Tchaikovsky. And it featured the ballet represented through fairies and dancing flowers. And then next up we had The Sorcerer's Apprentice by Dukas. And the thing that is notable about this segment is that it features the redesign of Mickey Mouse by legend Fred Moore. Walt asked Fred Moore to redesign Mickey Mouse so he looks a little bit less rubber hosey and a little less pie-shaped eyed. And so this is the way in which Mickey Mouse looks today. Then we have The Rite of Spring by Stravinsky, and that represents the brutal days of the dinosaurs. And then we have an intermission in which the orchestra jokingly plays jazz through the experimental look of a color bar. And then we have the Pastoral Symphony by Beethoven, which is told through the Greco-Roman mythological creatures like centaurs and Pegasus and fauns and gods. And then there is the Dance of the Hours by Ponticelli, which is a ballet of alligators and hippos and elephants and ostriches. And then finally, we have the Night on Bald Mountain by Mogorsky and Ave Maria by Schubert. And this tells the tale of the devil Chernabog haunting this one town. And that's A Night on Bald Mountain. And then it has Ave Maria, in which the new day begins and a new hope. And that's the way Fantasia ends. And there are pieces that I love and pieces that I'm less interested in. I tend to like more of the pieces of character animation, like the Dance of the Hours and the Pastoral Symphony. I think my least favorite piece is Rite of Spring. I think it's a little too harsh for me. I like the animation of the dinosaurs, but the piece itself is a little bit too harsh, a little bit too dark for me. I also am not as big of a fan of The Sorcerer's Apprentice. And I don't know if it's because it's dark or if it's because I'm not a big fan of the redesign of Mickey Mouse. I like him. I've always loved being a fan of Mickey Mouse. But I've always loved the pie-shaped-eyed, classical, old-school version of Mickey Mouse. And so I'm not sure if that's the reason why, but I've just always not loved Sorcerer's Apprentice. I do love the Nutcracker Suite. Fun fact. The Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies is one of my favorite classical pieces, and I just think the way that they animated it is beautiful. So I do love it. I love the fact that they did these package pieces. I love the fact that they made classical pieces a little bit more accessible. I wish that Walt Disney had always wanted for Fantasia to be this organic piece that always continued to grow, just like Disneyland. And I wish that they had continued to do that. In 2000, which we will talk about when we get to it, they did Fantasia 2000, in which they continued to expand on this film. Now, from what I understand, Disney Plus wants to continue to expand on Fantasia. And I really hope that they do so. Because I think I always want for animators to continue to spread their wings and to do more experimental kind of things that are beyond what Walt Disney Animation Studios traditionally does. So I really hope that they continue to do that. So anyway, that is it for today with our 0 to 60 on Fantasia. I hope you really enjoyed yourself, and if you did, we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications, and do like this film. Visit us on all of our socials down below. Visit our website at www.castlescapesandclones.com. And with that, we say, see you later. Bye!